On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals. Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll call for the fair catch here. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man on the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Coming after him. And the ball's on the ground. And the ball goes out of bounds. The offense maintains possession with no gain on the play. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pressure coming. He finds his man, and he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The give to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Got his man quickly. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains for the first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
It's first down from the 11. They'll run it. It's Durham. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Fast motion from the offense. On second down, he's looking downfield. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking for a man. It's Green. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. A strike downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Second and goal for this offense. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. He wants it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
One of the areas they really...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
At the 35, he's loose. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's going for a big play downfield. It's complete. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tiger!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but we see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Unloads it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
He'll take another shot here. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks! What a grab and go for the score. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top, covering 79 yards. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Final play of the quarter coming. Gonna run it. It's Durham. Got a little space. He's loose down the left side. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
LSU 21, Arkansas. 14.
They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to advance on the football.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig sweet.
Quick shovel pass. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
To the air, it's Green. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Corner's going to give them room. The aerial assault continues. That's reeled in. It's Sategna.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
And now on 2nd down for this offense. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Grabs it in the middle. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Back to pass, it's Green. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Pass on the way, it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job on the defense closing it off and making the interception.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right? Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Defense playing a bail technique. They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Got his man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Moving the running back, trying to get the... And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the defense got it. He's into the open down the middle. 10. Touchdown, LSU. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive.
And the pass hits, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run it on the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quick release by the QB. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To throw, it's Nussmeier. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get rounded up.
Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. Turns it on in midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Dumps it to the back. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Number 36, set to kick this one away.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Give to the single back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll run the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Finds his man, and they convert. Still running at the 40. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. first down for this offense. Here's the handoff. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! And the pummeling has started. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Green. He's taking the shot. He's got it down the left. He's loose. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And the point after is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Rutgers proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Scarlet Knights team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Line getting set on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Durham. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
And this brings up a third down and identical situation, right? Like, do I want to be physical? Do I want to run the football? Do I maybe want to take a shot? It's always interesting. These situations in football always come down to
and he's running in the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 34. Cut this one away.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here. Going up top. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 2nd down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Green. He's got him this time. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
The Razorbacks look to do some damage in the red zone. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Arkansas, 30.
Fair catch called for and made. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Got room at the 35. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, LSU 49, Arkansas 30.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Fires one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He's going to pass. He tries to take the top off. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have been.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Looking for a man. It's Green. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick this one away.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. At the 35, he's open. Afterburner's coming. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Send that offense back onto the field. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. On the option, it's Green. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Stands in and takes the hit. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. On the run, still looking. Got it past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Green. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He'll take the deep shot. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The AT unit on the field. He wants to the fake, and he wants to throw. And the ball is intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give and tick, 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 tick. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The run to the left. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wide out in motion. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And the blitz gets to him just like that. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play.
Arkansas.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that